be able to retake the city from the rebels at the moment. Your role is to accomplish these aforementioned objectives that have been identified on the map. The hostages at the villa northeast of the city, a vehicle depot where you're going to basically need to make a lot of things go kerblooey, a command post where you need to find and kill leadership and just basically to throw the forces into even more disarray, and then the airbase where there are some captured airframes that we are going to destroy to deny their use to the enemy. Any questions thus far?
Nope.
All right, for the hostages.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was just gonna say for the hostages, once we have to like have someone ferry them back to base.
I mean that unless you want to carry 5 additional non-combatants with you that could potentially catch shrapnel as you're going around, I would recommend bringing them back here to base first.
Okay.
At which point you can load them into the Osprey so that when the pilots finally get back from their week-long bender, they'll fly them back out to relative safety. Granted, it's an Osprey, so it's going to be safety with a very big question mark.
We'll leave them there and then tell the Osprey where they are, and then we'll leave.
No, you will have to bring them back here to the base.
Yeah, but then we'll leave them there for the Osprey and just wait and see how they do.
Fair enough. At the vehicle depot, they have multiple tanks there. However, the tanks were there to be repaired and refit, and as such, they did not have any weapons in them. And they were also unfueled. And the fueling facilities at the depot were sabotaged by the Pakistani National military before they got driven out of the area. So without the rebels bringing in refueling, you will not have to worry about those tanks. But that could become an issue if they end up realizing something's going on and it takes too long. So here, for the hostages themselves, there are 5 in total. So if you make sure that you account for all 5. Dead or alive, but preferably alive.
With the hostages, is there like a time limit on them, or if we go and blow other stuff up, will they be killed kind of thing?
I think we should just get the hostages first.
There is no stated time limit, but obviously if things start going wrong, your bigger time limit will be that the random forces roving through the town, looting and partying will start to actually get their stuff together and start coming after you in greater force.
Yeah, okay,
so
I'm alright with that.
I definitely recommend not just tarrying too long.
No, yeah. I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking of could we do other objectives first?
No, the hostages are being held because they're being viewed as potential bargaining chips, especially with one of them being the Bolivian ambassador.
Okay.
There, as far as the enemy's weapons, again, the shoulder fires that they have are going to be primarily anti-air based, which I guess could technically be employed against ground vehicles, but that's not really going to be much of a use case. Aside from that, you're looking at 7.62 machine guns and other very small arms initially. Again, if they finally realize something's going wrong, then they start calling for the people from the farther countryside to come back. You will start facing larger stuff, but that would be if y'all just start dicking around for hours. So treat this very much as a raid. Get in, smash stuff, get out.
Get out. Yeah.
Everybody ready to go?
As far as the last thing, do treat the entire city as being infested. There are no civilians and there are no friendlies. If it is not they are wearing chocolate chips or Marpat, you are clear to engage it, except you cannot use explosives in or around the mosque, just because we don't want to make the locals mad if we don't have to.
Yeah, okay. And the airfield isn't any of our business.
No, the airfield?
Yeah.
You have airframes on there you need to destroy.
Okay.
Denied.
Right.
Bonus points if you make the UN MI6 do a backflip.
Got it.
Yeah, so demolish anything at the of use at the resupply depot, blow up the airframes, get the hostages, kill leadership in the mosque, and that's pretty much it.
Yep.
You can, if you want to take the lab, you can. You also have 2 Humvees that you can utilize. One has an M134, the other has I think it's a 240 and a Maw Deuce, or maybe just be a 240 and a Saw. And then if you end up just needing the cargo truck, you have the cargo truck.
Okay.
The LAV and the cargo truck are set as medical vehicles.
Got it.
How many seats does the nav have?
You can fit 9 in there, counting the commander and driver and gunner, plus the passenger seats.
Okay, so for 5 hostages, we'd need to take like the Mav and like have someone following up with one of the Humvees.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is,
well, sounds
okay.
like a plan.
So how I'm gonna do this? So we're gonna have 2 teams. We're gonna have like heavy team and light team. So heavy team's gonna stay with the vehicles, and then light team will probably move. So McDougal, you're gonna be on heavy. Edwards, have you got, by the looks, a sniper?
That is a bolt action rifle, yes.
Yeah. You're on mute if you're trying to talk, by the way. But okay, while he figures that out, Alexa, you're going to be on light team with me because you've just got to stay at the front. Multi, who are you packing for? You're packing for McDougal, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll stay with him with heavy team, so you can switch your color
Pizza,
to.
I think, has a regular rifle.
Yeah, and it's carrying rocket and his
Chunky boy.
explosive. So you're going to be with light team. So yeah, that makes sense. 3 for 3, kind of. Although, if Edwards could, it would have been nice if he could join us. But I think I'm okay with 3 for 3. So how my idea of this is going to work is just to throw them into disarray to begin with. We're going to hit the command post. And
Okay.
then from there, we're going to hit the vehicle depot and then go to the hostages, just so that we can destroy any armor along the way so we're not under threat. And then we'll retreat with the hostages, and then we'll come back for the airbase. Because we don't want to go back to the airbase, but striking their command should throw them into disarray immediately, then take out the vehicles, which are the heavy opponents, to make coming back a lot easier. And also just meaning we're not exposed to them when we go to the hostages, grab the hostages, extract. And then we'll come back, probably kind of a bit of a longer way to get to the airfield.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have team 2 be the heavy team and team 1 be light team.
Yep, and I think just everyone on 30, because there's not that many of us.
But just so when people are making calls on the radio, it makes sense. So how we're going to do this for movement-wise is we're probably going to take a bit of a side road, so we're not coming down the straight middle until we get to this road here. And then what we're going to do...
Are you trying to draw on the map?
Not in global.
There we go.
Global. I was not in global. Time to redraw. So we're going to go here, and then we're going to take a side road. Just so that we can come kind of to a gate in the mosque, because I'm assuming this is a front gate. So we can have the heavy team looking at the gate while the actual team goes in and messes it up. Whilst that's happening, the heavy team can come around to the other side and cover them from any potential vehicles, or maybe set up on the north seems, or probably the south, because they're probably going to come from the south road. You've also got some buildings, it seems, to use here. And then after that... Yeah.
Oh, sorry. One last thing. They do have technicals for use, but none of the technicals have anything really bigger than a 7.62 machine gun.
Yeah.
Though there may still be some AA vehicles around, but it's guided missile AA, not gun-based AA.
Are they technicals armored or are they unarmored?
Unarmored. That they did not slap scrap iron onto the outsides.
Gotcha.
But again, you have the lav.
Yeah. So then after that, we go to the vehicle base, and then from there, we're just gonna, because we've caused so much havoc, and probably we're gonna try and not explode many vehicles at the vehicle depot. We're gonna try and set charges so that we don't cause as much attention to the hostages. Because if the people at the hostages see a bunch of explosion at the vehicle depot, they'll kind of get a gist of what's going on, and probably make our time a bit harder. So if we can set them to a charge. And then as soon as we start entering the hostage location, blow everything up is kind of my idea. So we'll probably move a bit more of a long way to try and get there and approach from kind of this side of the gate so we can kind of get a jump on them from the hill. And from that, we'll just probably make our extract. Probably don't want to go across the river, but if we can find an opening in the river, we will go across it otherwise.
I had a line drawn there earlier, like
there, kind of.
Yeah, that's really shallow.
Yeah. So that's probably the main bit of the mission that we're going to do, and then we'll come up with capturing the airfield afterwards, because we can do some reconnaissance of it while we're smashing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the main plan. So now you're in the... Is that a disposable launcher, Peter?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay.
I've got an extra one in my backpack.
Oh, okay, got it. So, Edwards, do you want to be... what have you got, and what are you thinking?
Not a lot.
Okay. So, do you want to stay marksman, kind of cover with Team 2, or do you want to be rifleman with Team 1?
When you say rifleman,
You can be shotgun, rifle, whatever. You just come with us and kick down doors.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so that just means that if somebody goes down, we can kind of keep moving. With that, okay.
Yeah.
Could
With
you
Kyle
then,
type beat.
since you're also quite light, if you could take another like rocket or so, that'd be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty much everything. So, Team 2 is McDougal and Multi, and Team 1 is all of us. Then we can also have buddy system. Cool.
Yeah. Which one of the Humvees are we taking? The armored one or the less armored one?
Oh, let's take the armored one. I know the less one has
technically,
two.
neither of them really armored per se, but I guess having the doors versus no doors.
It's also
So AC and no AC.
Yeah, I mean,
carry all 5 hostages. In theory,
which one?
the unarmored one.
That is true, but I kind of I would want to stick the hostages in
the lab.
Yeah, if possible. But that does have 2 machine guns, so if we want to do that, I'm not opposed to it, because 2 guns versus 1. But it will be more dangerous for us. I mean, this is already dangerous. Are people alright with it?
Yeah,
I'm down with it.
Throw the hostages in the lab, and
And we roll in this.
yeah, then we just use those.
Okay, so Team 2 will take the why do I keep forgetting the name of it? The lav.
And that should give y'all a few more belts for the 50 rather than the anemic 2 extra ones that you get by default.
Thank you kindly.
I really need to see how to do that with scripting rather than having to do it, manually adding either an editor in Zeus mode.
Got it. McDougal, you're going in. McDougal and Multi, you're going in the big boy.
Lab.
Gotcha.
Chunker. Okay, we should drop down.
Yeah, let's drop down. Everyone on 30, by the way.
Error. User left your channel. User left your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Check 30.
Read you.
3-0.
Read you.
fast. I can't turn out.
Briefly disconnect, unless I'll grab the lab. We'll see what happens after that. So, 1 moment. Zeus is going to have to briefly disconnect because I'm apparently glued into the lab's driver's seat for some reason.
Understood.
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Can I suggest we let the APC go first?
Good luck, boys and girls. Have fun.
Will do. APC, you take up front. You're more armored.
Are we sure we don't need to load anything into the last second?
I mean, just load the group and medical supplies. It's just like 2 scroll wheel click.
They're doing some loading.
That's the rangefinder location.
Got y'all medical crate loaded up. Do you want group ammo as well?
Let's just make sure we have 1 explosives crate.
That'd be anti-personal or anti-tank explosives.
Probably the anti-tank, given that that's the anti-tank and aircraft explodies.
We're also going to explode
Loaded up.
APC, if you want to take the lead, we're gonna. Yeah, cool. By the way, we're gonna stop in the town across the bridge. We'll do a bit of recon.